It's time for the last chance list from these two catalogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through some of the cards that I have from these catalogs and show you some of the sets that I'm sad to see go, in case you want to pick them up right away. Let's get started. So how about we take a look at some of the stamp sets and bundles that are going to be retiring. These are in no particular order, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. I just want to give you a heads up. So, Timeless Arrangements. This was a surprise to me because it was new out of this year's catalog. But here are just a couple samples. So it's got all kinds of great words. But what really sets this one apart is the dies. So you can see here the dies all in the background here. They really are beautiful. And they just decorate up a card in no time at all. This is an older one now, so Color and Contour, and this has a set of dies that are the scalloped contours. Now these are really dies that should be in everybody's set in your stash at home, because they cut out some really fun dies that you will use over and over again. And this one here is out of the set, so it really is one that I think that you would get a lot of use out of. Lighting the Way. So Lighting the Way is a really fun one, and I don't have the dies. I couldn't find them just right now, but it's a stamp set with dies, and these are some of the dies that come with it. But you can see that we have our fireflies with the lantern. So this is a really fun one. If you are an outdoor person at all, then this is one that you are going to want to play with, because it's got some great words to it too. So this one has the artistically inked, and the artistic dies have been around for a little while now, but they really are beautiful. And what I like about these ones especially are the words, but the dies, and this particular die here is one that I really enjoy. So here you can see this is one from a class of mine, so just doing a lot of stamping and layering with that one. This one here, there's that die here, and this was one of my favorite cards, I think. And then another one here. So this is a spectacular die here, this big one right here. So if you haven't noticed that one before, that one has been around a couple years, but it really is beautiful. And one for the guys. So the Gone Fishing stamps and dies were new in last year's catalog as well, and they are being retired. So here are just some samples. So a great one for Dad's Day, for retirement. Lots of fun things that you can do. If anybody in your life is a fisher person, then this is the stamp set for them. Lots of fun things that you can do with your metallic papers, and just lots of different colors. So that one is retiring as well. Again, a pretty one. This one is just a stamp set. So this stamp set was one that I really enjoyed, and it is one that has some beautiful sayings, so all kinds of great words on it. And here you can just see a simple card, as well as this one here is embossed. But I really enjoyed the sayings on this one. And you can make some really clean and simple cards with this guy. So this one here had to be one of my favorites. So the Hey Chuck dies and the Cling stamp set. So it went along with our Hey Chick. So this is these are the guys here that really, that's perfect for any kind of masculine card or kid card. And you can see, I love this little fat guy right here, and then the cool dude, and this lettering set. So the Alphabist set is also being retired, and there's a punch that goes with this. And it's this punch right here, and it will cut out these shapes, but it'll cut out all of those letters as well. I have a lot of samples in the Zany Zoo. This has been one of my favorite ones this past year. So for big kids and little kids, for birthdays, this is a great set of stamps and dies. So just some of the fun things that you can do with these fellas. So this is just a little tiny card, but it's great for anybody who is a singer, anybody who loves to play the bongos. This is just fun. So there's birthday items in here. This is actually out of the Designer Series paper, which is being retired as well. Here we have our little raccoon guy for some birthday, and then another one where he is singing. This is a flat fold card. So this is, you know, if you have grandchildren, if you have kids, and you know, big kids and little kids would love this one here. And then this is just a stamp set. There are no dies to go along with this one. But this is a really fun set of stamps. And they are, if you love Mexican food, or you know someone who loves Mexican food, this is the card for them. And it's great because it's like a thinking of you, sort of a lovey-dovey one, but it can also be birthday and a friend one. And then this was a card that I received. So this is a really fun set. And what makes it so great are all of these little faces, and you can see the faces here on these guys. So a super fun set that you're probably going to want in your stash. And then another set of dies and stamps. This one is just beautiful, and I've got a couple samples here. So this one here where I've just done the gilded leafing onto the waves, and there are it's just a great one for birthday. I think it works for sympathy as well, so just an alcohol background on that one. And it is beautiful. This one I think too is not necessarily going to be sold. I think not. And here's another super fun one. So we did these ones in our live not all that long ago, but you can see how this could be a really fun kind of design, and you can use it for, we did these for Valentine's actually, but you can use it for anything. You can make it for birthdays too. The Seaside Bay. So this one is, if you live by the ocean or having the ocean near you is a wonderful part of your life, then this one deserves a spot in your home. And there are some really nice sayings with this one too. So there are dies to match, and then you can just create using the shells, using some of the seaweed in the background. Now, everybody loves the Hello Ladybug, and this is a punch and a stamp set combo. And here's just one sample that I pulled out. I have many, many samples of this one because it is just so cute. And again, probably not one that's going to leave my stash. The He's All That and the All That dies. This is another one for the fellas for Father's Day, for birthdays as well. I just pulled out one card here. So this one really works well if you have some naturals cards. And I think actually I have one more that shows you, this is a card I received in a swap, shows you how different it can be if you pull it in and use it with different colors. And so some great dies on this one because they are label shapes. So you're going to get lots of use out of that one too. Now, this Season of Chic and the Chic dies, they've been around for a couple of years. I did only pull in one sample for this one as well, but this shows you the winter scene with the snowflakes. You have shells, you have flowers, leaves, and some really wonderful sayings on this one. So wishing you the best birthday ever. So there's birthday, there's you're amazing, so a great friend card, thanks, a thinking of you. And the Chic dies too are really wonderful. So there's a really large cutout one here, but then all of the individual detailed dies and the shape dies work really well together. Nature's Prince and the Natural Prince dies. This one I used a lot, and I've only pulled out again one sample, one very clean and simple sample. And so this is the fern right here, and it's got thank you, hello, best wishes, happy thoughts. I've used for wedding as well as birthday. And then there's a wonderful wreath here that is not in the stamps, but it is a detailed one here. So this is a great one as well that you might want to pick up before it's gone. The Snow Crystal is one of the large background stamp sets, and this is just one of the cards I created with this one. So more winter obviously and Christmas, but a beautiful, beautiful stamp and a large one that's this one is definitely going to stay in my stash. Good Feelings. So this one I really enjoyed, and this was a card I made quite a while ago now using some different frames just to show you how it could be the focal point of your entire card, and then just a simple one as well for a thank you. So there's thank you, so happy for you, you're on my mind, hip hip hooray, which I've used an awful lot for birthday, and then the sending sunshine and good feelings. So lots of great good feelings out of that stamp set. And the inked and tiled. Now I only ever got the stamp set here, but it is a set of stamps and there's 2 punches that go along with it. And this is a very, very pretty stamp set and it is being retired. I think it was just so popular, but this is a card that I received from my friend Jen and it showcases it really, really nicely. Are in the moment. So this one has been around a couple years as well. So it is that sketched kind of look, which is really popular. And just a couple ideas that I brought in here to show you for this one as well. Both colored with Stampin' Blends, actually. So great for friends ones. And I have sent this one several times for people when I'm thinking of you kind of cards if they just need a little bit of a pick-me-up. And then just a couple other ideas where I've made cards or received cards. This is the Little Monkey set, and it is a punch and a stamp set that is being retired. The Citrus Blooms is being retired. So this one is a hybrid embossing folder along with, it cuts it out, you stamp it, and then you cut it out, it embosses it at the same time. And there are some really great fun sayings with this one. So this is one where you can make a grapefruit, a lemon, and an orange all in one go. And this is a set that you might not recognize. This is a card I received from my friend Lillian, and it's using the Oceanfront stamp set. And the Oceanfront stamp set is being retired. So this is a cool card. She knows that I really like sunflowers, and that's what she sent to me. And then we have the Brewed for You stamp set. So this one is a set of dies and stamps as well. I told myself that I was going to get this one for 2 years, and I never did get it, but I might now that it's on the retiring list. And then we have Sending Smiles. So this one is also a set of dies, and it's got all kinds of great words on it. So this is a die where you cut out the sending and then you have the background that you put on it as well. So let's take a look at some of the things that are in the mini catalog now. So one of the cutest things in the mini catalog is the Cutest Cows bundle. And so this is a bundle that is a bundle with a punch. And so it has a sweet little punch that you can create these cows that have heads that are interchangeable. So there's different heads here that you can put on the cow. And there's some cute little other farm animal things that you might like too. So that one has been retired. And then the Stippled Roses stamp set and dies are being retired. And these are super pretty. So this one here, what I've done with this one is sponged on it with different intensity of colors, embossed it, and then put my blending brushes over top. Heat set them as well with our embossing powders. So here's where I have some of the dies that are cut out and created a trifold card, and then just a really simple card here with the leaves along the sides and best birthday wishes. This was the set that I thought I would use a lot more, and it's great. I just have not had an opportunity to use it much. So it's Hills of Tuscany, a lot like the Oceanfront stamp set where you take different stamps to create a scene. And so these cards were actually made by my friend Mary, and you can see the different scenes that you can build with the stamps. And there's some great words in here as well. So a little bit smaller font, but sort of give you that whimsical kind of over in Italy kind of feel. And then another punch bundle, the Be My Valentine, and it has the punch that cuts out the body of the bee, the wings, and the antenna. And this one is great. I use this one a lot for Valentines, but not just Valentines, and you'll see in a couple of the samples I have. So the cracker die is being retired out of the annual catalog as well. And so this one here, I just popped in some, I think there's 2 Lindt chocolates in there. And so you can see how cute that little bee is when you put him together. Here's one of them using a slightly different look. So most of the time we see the bees here, but there are some flowers in here as well. And that's what is used on this, this card here. So a fairly simple card as well, sort of a clean and simple card. There's that one. And then super cute are little bees here. So this one is all stamped and then embossed afterwards. Some of the paper that is being retired as well, the Be Mine paper, and we made a Happy Valentine's Day card in one of our lives. So this is a set that you'll get a lot of use out of, and this paper really is super, super sweet. And we have the Excellent Eggs. So this is an Easter stamp set, but also a spring stamp set. And I've used, I think, every item on here to create cards for Easter. And you can see these dies are really quite cool because they have different stitching lines. So this one is dotted, this one's stitched, and this one is dotted and stitched. And then you can create Easter eggs. So the very first card that I did was a watercolor using this one here. So I have a video on this if you'd like to see this card being made, but it is a very pretty card. And then we did this one in our live together as well. So this is a bit of a wow card that you can make for somebody this this holiday, this Easter season. And the large egg on the front and the small eggs on the inside are made with these dies. And then the Planted Paradise is one that I never got around to using very much, but I do like it. I like that you can create your own pots and create a plant coming out of it. And these cute little square boxes are in the mini, and they are also being retired, and they are on sale. One of the bundles that I'm quite sad to see go because I've not used it too much except for these dies, and these have become some of my favorite dies right now, and this bundle and the dies and the stamp set are being retired. So this is the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. I love this hummingbird right here, and this is being retired, so we're not going to see this available for sale after the end of April. So if you love it as much as I do, just for these dies and these dies right here, and for that hummingbird, you might want to pick that up right now. And then my friend Karen was featured on my blog for the Behind the Paper interview, and she created some cards for us using the Adoring Hearts bundle. And this is a hybrid embossing folder, and you can see some of her great designs here using that. And then one that's completely different, showing how you can use this for a masculine type card as well. So there's lots of items in both of these catalogs that are being retired, that will no longer be available, or if they are currently a bundle and they're still going to be available in next year's catalogs, you will not get the 10% off. So now is the time to purchase those and save yourself a little bit of moolah. Now that's only a very small sampling of everything that is being retired. What I would suggest is you download your copy of the Last Chance products. And this was as soon as it came out on Monday afternoon, which was March 18th. And these items will not stick around for very long. So even though they're on here right now, they might sell out really quickly. And you want to pay attention to this second last column here, which has the discounted price. So items are 40, 50, 60% off, 20, 10, 30% off. There's some really great deals. And you want to then take a look at the last column, which is the price that you would pay right now. But don't delay. If there's something on this list that you think, or something that you saw here today that you think you might like to add to your own personal stash of stamping supplies, you want to make sure you get it right now. So thanks very much for taking a walk through a few of the items of mine, just a few of them because I had more that were retired. And if you like videos like this, be sure to click on that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the videos that I put up, so that you can get tips and tricks and some different inspiration for your card making. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.